Hey everyone, this is Paul Gale from paulgalenetwork.com, and we are about to check out the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League official cinematic reveal trailer. Now, I watched this live during the DC Fandom event, but I would like to check it out again, this time with a little bit more feedback since I have already seen it once and watched as they talked about the game, so now I could give a little bit more of an impression with a second viewing. So with that out of the way, here we go. You'll have to let me know what you think. It is a next-gen title in development by the creators of the Batman Arkham series, I should say. Rocksteady Studios. Here we go. They made 3 great Batman games. Here we are in Metropolis.
I've got eyes on the target.
Everyone is getting cut to pieces. Where the hell are you?
I'm going in.
No, this is pretty funny. Harley Quinn.
Repeat. Task Force X has lost the target.
Damn it! Argus 3 is taking heavy fire. Get to Park Ridge ASAP.
Don't worry, boss. We got this. Hey, Boomer! Lay down suppressing fire.
Keep it down, Hal. He's still ringing after that last body.
What is that? Australian for hangover?
I believe I can translate. Boomerang has a concussion from the enemy you missed in our last encounter.
Guess those teeth are sharper than your eyes, Shark Man. I never
Never miss.
Never miss. Yeah, we bloody know. You never shut up about it.
Task Force X. Alpha target is in the open. Get your asses to the Metropolis Grand Hotel and engage. Before I have another reason to blow those bombs in your heads.
I think the cinematic trailer looks good. It gives me some Sunset Overdrive vibes, kind of. But, as we found out, the game could be played from a single-player perspective. You playing as one player with the other 3 people being NPCs in your party, switching between any of the 4 at any time. Play as Captain Boomerang, Killer Shark, play as Harley Quinn, switch to Deadshot.
smooth.
Well, that should knock a few years off the old sentence.
That reminded me of something. Oh yeah! Waller's stupid alpha
This is
target.
cool.
So he's supposed to be killing again.
And here's where things get real. Ooh boy.
Whoa.
Superman.
Look, it's Superman. The mighty Superman has just rescued that pilot.
What a show-off. Beat it, Spandex! We're on a top-secret assassination mission here.
No.
Oh man. The way he was holding him.
So, figure out who we're killing yet? Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done that,
That's
Shark.
funny. Yeah, so the way Superman was holding the pilot after he pulled him out gave me a feeling early on, well, I should say when I first watched this, that I don't think he's a good guy in the moment. I think he's possessed somehow because it didn't look like he was holding the pilot so, gently. But that's it. That's all we got. We learned that, like I said earlier, it could be a game that's played from just yourself, one individual playing at a time, switching between any of the 4 characters available at any time, or you could be playing with other friends with up to 4 at once. And I think that's cool, but we definitely need to see what it looks like in game running around Metropolis. We know that it's a big city. They described it as Metropolis being the 5th character of sorts. And that could turn out to be really fun to go through, especially if they could do as good of a job with Metropolis, I would say, as I'm going to use Breath of the Wild as the benchmark here, as Nintendo did with Hyrule in Breath of the Wild. You know, Breath of the Wild's Hyrule kind of was its own character because it was so deep with so much terrain to explore, and it really did a good job of allowing you to dive deep into the land and experience water, mountains, valleys, grass fields, you know, rocks that looked crumbly to blow up and go into caves, deserts, etc. Hang gliding, everything. You know, different games do that well also, but I think as far as open world games go, providing you with an environment that you could go in and just a living, breathing world be a part of it, Hyrule in Breath of the Wild is one of the best. So Metropolis, if they could make it as big, as detailed, with buildings, shops, missions, subways, rooftops, battles that you have in between along the way to fighting presumably different bosses, including Superman and other members of the Justice League that you are set out to kill. It could be a great world to explore. Yeah, we need to see more, definitely. Game's been in development for a while. It still has a release date of 2022, which means it's a couple of years out, but I think it holds promise. I'm looking forward to it, especially because it's only in development right now for Xbox Series X, PC, and PlayStation 5. And that means it's got next-gen mentality behind it, so nothing will hold it back. Games are definitely very capable on the current generation of hardware in terms of big open-world games. You know, I mentioned Breath of the Wild being big. That's technically off of Wii U hardware, even though most people played it on Nintendo Switch, and that gave us a really big world. You look at Red Dead Redemption 2, however, and that's another big open world game. Very realistic graphics, smooth animation, lots of different gameplay available in it, and it turned out beautiful. But nothing beats the excitement of seeing what can this type of game in a big open world setting be like on brand new platforms, you know? So take your time, Rocksteady. You've done a great job with Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. And I'm hopeful. But I'm also, I don't want to say worried, but those previous 3 games that I mentioned were very story-driven, plot-driven games. You know, you played as Batman, and whether you were Bruce Wayne or Batman, primarily the latter, going through parts of Gotham, through Arkham Asylum, etc., it was one continuous flowing story with boss battles and character progression all the way up until the end of the game. So throughout that 20-hour or so experience, however long you took to play it, you had a beautiful story. It just felt like a long-running cartoon or a long-running graphic novel, movie, whatever. Will this be able to achieve that? Because you are able to swap on the fly characters. Maybe they'll find a way to make it fit just right, where it really is a tight story that wraps around these 4 and their interactions with the Justice League, participating in missions around the city. Maybe you'll come across some big bad guys as well. It could be really cool. I just hope that it's as much of a story game as it is a fun 4-player co-op game, you know? But that was a cool trailer. Thank you for watching. DC fandom event was awesome, and hope you had a good time watching it, whether it was with me or on your own. Thank you again. This is PGN signing out. Hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Bye. Oh, and before I go, let me know what you thought of this trailer in the comments, and are you excited or not? Okay, thanks. Bye.